Good morning. This is Rob. We're back in Savannah. I'm here in the office, and I wanted to share with you this devotional for this morning. I know that Michelle's already talked about it, but Psalm 89. There's a part of it though that I really want to highlight. It's really just one word. See if you can determine which word is really key for me in what we hear here. Here. Um, Psalm 89, beginning at verse 28. Forever I will keep my steadfast love for him, talking about David, and my covenant with him will stand firm. I will establish his line forever, and his throne as long as the heavens endure. If his children forsake my law, and they do not walk according to my ordinances, if they violate my statutes, and do not keep my commandments, then I will punish their transgressions with the rod, and their iniquity with scourges. But I will not remove him my steadfast love, or be false to my faithfulness. I will not violate my covenant, or alter the word that went forth from my lips. Once and for all, I was sworn by my holiness, I will not lie to David. God's love is an amazing thing. Here in his covenant with David, he shares with him that even if your children mess up, they will be punished. They have their consequences for what they do. But, it's a big word, but when God shares, but my love will not end for you or your descendants. I will not remove from my steadfast love. That's true for us even now. This is David reflections and David's talk. Here, what Paul says. Paul in Romans chapter 7 has a great dialogue here. It's kind of confusing at times, but Paul even shares his struggle. And we need to remember that God's love endures even that. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am of the flesh, sold into slavery under sin. I do not understand my own actions, for I do not do what I want, but I do the very thing I hate. Now, if I do what I do not want, I agree that the law is good. But in fact, it is no longer I that do it, but sin that dwells within me. For I know that nothing good dwells within me, that is, in my flesh. I can will what is right, but I cannot do it. For I do not do the good I want, but the evil I do not want is what I do. Now, if I do what I do not want, it is no longer I that do it, but the sin that dwells within me. Paul had a problem. David's children definitely had their own problems, but the problems that we all must face and accept is that God's love continues. But God will love us in spite of us. I hope this has encouraged you today, and have a wonderful, beautiful day. Thanks. Bye-bye.